Meanwhile, the Syrian government says it's now withdrawing troops from Suwayda. The southern city had seen days of deadly clashes between government loyalists and the Druze, an Arab religious group living in Israel, Syria and other areas in the region. That led to yesterday's deadly Israeli airstrikes in Damascus, an intervention from the Trump administration. Syria's president says his country is not afraid of war, but is putting its people above chaos and destruction. It's unclear how long this ceasefire with the Druze will last. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu warning he will continue to act as necessary. With more now, here's CNN's Jeremy Diamond.
Well, a ceasefire has taken effect in Syria as the Israeli military has stopped bombarding the Syrian capital. And we've also seen Syrian military forces withdrawing from the southern city of Suwayda. That city of Suwayda, which is a stronghold of this Druze minority that lives in Syria, Israel, and Lebanon, was the source of violence in recent days as clashes broke out between the Druze minority and Bedouin tribes in the area, with Syrian government forces also getting involved. The United States then intervened to try and broker this ceasefire and seems to be at least partly responsible for it taking hold. The Syrian president, for his part, said that his government is not afraid of war, but that it is putting Syria's people, quote, above chaos and destruction. He accused Israel of trying to destabilize Syria and sow division, and he vowed that his government will protect the rights of the Druze. Now, the Israeli prime minister, for his part, took credit for the withdrawal of Syrian forces from Suwayda, which came just hours, really, after the Israeli military began striking the Syrian capital of Damascus, including hitting the Syrian Defense Ministry itself in central Damascus. The prime minister saying that this ceasefire was achieved through Israel's intensified military operations, touting Israel's strength, which he said was aimed in two parts. First of all, at Israel's own domestic security interests, meaning protecting Israeli national security by preventing Syrian troops from being in that area of southern Syria. And secondly, aimed at protecting that Druze minority in Suwayda. This is a very tenuous ceasefire, however. We've already seen previous ceasefires break down very quickly, and already we are seeing reports of attacks on Bedouins in Suwayda, as well as reports of Bedouins being forced to flee the city. A very, very tenuous situation, and of course, in the background of all of this are these nascent talks between Israel and Syria aimed at establishing some kind of a security arrangement. The United States, that seems to have been their primary objective here in brokering the ceasefire to try and get those talks back on track. Jeremy Diamond, CNN, Tel Aviv.